All right, I'll call the meeting to order. We have a quorum. No one is here to speak for the public forum. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Oh, Al, and then Pete. Is that okay?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, discussion items. Superintendent report.
Okay, I just real quickly wanted to share, and you have in front of you just the special education end of year summary. So these are things that we get funding for and just numbers of our special education students. So I have 3 years of data there. The total weighted enrollment is based on, special education students are either level 1, level 2, level 3, depending on the needs that they have. And you get additional funding for each of those. So level 1, you get 1.72 times the amount you would get for a general ed student. Level 2 is 2.21 and level 3 is 3.74. So you get additional funding, mostly because those level 3 students often have a para, so we have to pay for the para. If they need assistive technology, just a lot of additional supports. So that helps fund some of that. As you can see, in 2023-24, we had a total weighted enrollment of 148.49. So that's not total students, but that's the total weighted enrollment. And then when we get down here, you'll see that's 176 students with IEPs or individual education plans. In 24-25, that reduced by quite a few to 159 students. And then last year, this past year, we had 168 students. So that's sometimes hard to predict because you don't know which students are going to move into your district and things like that. And as you can see in that next piece, the shifts in the levels have changed. So next year, we have quite a significant increase of level 3 students. So those are students with higher needs who may be nonverbal, may need health supports, and may need some additional things. So that's quite a shift from the year prior. In the first 2 years, it was 10.02 and 9.53. So you might have had, 2 or 3 students that were in that level, and now we're up to 14.5. And we did have more students at the secondary level, 6 through 12, and now we're down to more students at the elementary level. And then there on your infographic, it just kind of shows that we were pretty high. We're dipping down a little, and that's on the back side of your sheet there. Most of the students are Harlan students and in residence, but we also have some open enroll students who have special needs as well. So we welcome any open enroll students with special needs as long as we have the programming to support them. But if we would not have the programming to support them, the funding for, let's say, if a student was a level 3 and we weren't able to have the programming for them, and maybe they had to go to a specialized school like an Alpha school in Omaha, and the district of residence is responsible for all of those special education pieces. So same true for us. If a student was open enrolled out to AHSTW and they don't have the programming, we are always involved in the decision making of that, and we're involved in all the fiscal decision making and the IEPs. So we get a say in that, because if we felt like we had the programming and they didn't, and their decision was to send them to Alpha, we could say, no, we want to send them here first, so that because we're in charge of
Gotcha.
the billing, I guess. So just a little, I was just looking at some data, and Brian's finishing up some special education billing things, and I just thought this was a little bit interesting. And what you'll also see now is the trend is more elementary and less secondary. And I would say, at the high school level last year, they exited, which is the goal of an IEP, is that you meet all your goals, and they have reached, they exited 12 students, which was a lot. So, and that kind of forced us also to look at were those students really, should they have been on an IEP in the first place, or should they have not? So then we're just really looking at a little bit closer as to what we need. It also shows that there are some significant different behaviors that are coming through that sometimes the students might not be on an academic IEP, but might be on a behavioral IEP. And we are seeing that a little bit more at the elementary level at this time.
Is that what attributes to the rise mostly?
Yep. I would say even in our preschool and kindergarten next year, there are some pretty high needs coming in.
So every year we deal with the sped deficit, and then how does that fit into this?
Well, we're still pretty good compared to other districts, I would say, for our sped deficit, but the biggest piece is if we don't have the programming to fit a student, and we do have to work with an alpha school, Boys Town, Children's Square, and Harlan Therapeutic are options, and then Rising Hope Academy is through Green Hills AEA. So we currently have 2 students at Alpha. We did have one at Boys Town, but they're transitioning back, and one at Rising Hope Academy. So that attributes huge to your special ed deficit, honestly, because we're transporting them daily,
Transportation piece.
and then you're paying sometimes $300 a day for their education there. So it's very expensive. So we try to do the best that we can to keep them here with the resources that we have. Yep.
In reality, nearly all schools in the state of Iowa have a sped deficit. Even if you've got your kids, even if you're don't have anybody in placement, the funding is not enough to cover the costs.
The other thing are the pieces, like those are the things that we can make decisions on and send them to, but we also have a few students who are placed in a residential placement in Sioux City where maybe they weren't even able to stay at home because of their behaviors and their academics. So we're still responsible as a district for their academic piece of that. So if they live at a residential setting in Sioux City, we get billed for their academic piece. Or Storm Lake, yeah, Storm Lake. So we have 2 there, which that and you can't predict who's going to move. Like someone might want to move to Harlan because it's a great place to be, but has a student who's already placed. So again, we get to be involved in all those IEP meetings and part of the decision-making team. But anything else?
Well, I think
Just
we
wanted to
do
share.
a really good job of limiting our sped deficit comparatively speaking.
We're trying.
We're pretty accurate.
Okay.
Any other questions? Want to move to student accolades?
Okay, the principals are not here this month, but they will be next month, so I'm on duty here.
I don't think the students are here this month.
They aren't. These are just lots of fun things that have been happening at the elementary, and I think they're mostly from the camp that was last week, the STEM camp. So
The right one is Dress Like a Student Day.
it is Dress Like a Student Day. So Jeff has his his hoodie on with his hood up. These and we also had a STEM camp. We had a STEM camp and then we had an invention camp. So these little guys were just so much fun to come to watch. And there's everyone that was included. So kudos to Kylie Cum, who the first year we had it, we needed to get to 30 to even be able to have it, and she made it to 30. Last year, I think we had close to 45 or 50, and this year we were at 60 or 65. So she's just grown it. And that's a great partnership with all other school districts around us. So we had children from Shelby County Catholic, or Avoca, or Irwin. So it's not just ours. It's a good thing. And I know for the STEM camp, they went on different field trips. So one of the days they went, they saw how the newspaper is created. So that was a really cool thing. And then you've got a little invention being created down there on the bottom right. Middle school, they went on fishing. I can't remember if they went to
It's
Prairie Rose? Prairie Rose?
Nature Day.
Mm-hmm. And Bill's just got it looks like a classroom. That's probably one of the last days of school.
That's
Oh.
Lincoln, so maybe it was when the 5th graders went over.
Oh, yes, it is. You're right. To transition. And then the high school, so at the top left, our administrative team went to, as the School Administrators of Iowa had a professional development on learning how to utilize AI in a school setting, and it was very good. And the gentleman on the right was our instructor, so he might have been 26, 27, and it was great. He
Pretty old for that.
he did a great job, but he was wonderful. And Kylie and Sarah there are going to present next month on just our plan district-wide for rolling things out AI with students and teachers, and how to use and not use AI. So it was a very good day, very practical. Harley got another certificate, so we're excited. We've got another Python programmer. And then the top right, they had a ginormous charcuterie board for Joy, who was retiring at the high school. So, and then they made shirts that it's Joy sitting in a,
Finding my joy.
finding her joy in the chair. So, it was a big day. Joy's been helping transition the new secretary, and I think it's going well. And this is just a cool picture of graduation when they let the confetti off.
Boy,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, all right. Done.
Next, we have the personnel report.
Great news, folks. We have all of our teachers hired. Teachers hired. So now, So now we're just focusing on, like, we have a couple of cooks, some paras, and some coaches. And then Josh Madsen, he is also resigning. So we've got that posted. But the good news is the certified staff are hired.
Any questions on the personnel report? Get a motion to approve?
So, sorry, I take it off too quick.
Did you get that, Catherine?
Yeah.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Approval of the fee schedule for 26-27 school year.
Well, this, we're gonna increase text and software fees by $10 each. And that's mostly because our Chromebooks are going up significantly. The other thing everything else is basically staying the same except for breakfast. We had an audit last spring, and she said that our breakfast prices were too low and we needed to increase them. Something that I'll let you know on, but as of right now, adult lunches are $5, but the state might mandate that those go up in a little bit. So I think that they're gonna go up, but as of now, we haven't heard. So I think they're either gonna go up 15 cents or 25 cents. Otherwise, it's just breakfast and text.
Who makes that call? Like, is that
USD.
the USDA?
Yep.
For the adult?
Just for the adults.
Okay.
Yeah, we get to decide.
Yeah,
And we
take
looked at,
dollars.
we looked at other schools in the surrounding areas and made sure that ours are very similar.
Any other questions on that? Get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Approval of transfer of funds for athletic equipment.
Something we do every year. Essentially, whatever the district generates in what they term rental fees. It's hosting state events. It's like if somebody had a dance recital, things like that. I think we had
Did someone speak?
we had somebody come in to speak this year, and there was obviously a rental fee. This was a lower amount than it's been in the past. A lot of it can determine, if you go deeper down the tournament trail in any one of the the sports, a lot of times you're gonna have more participation fees that you're gonna get. But this was a lower amount, but essentially what happens is, we have to, by state statute, we use these amounts to offset some of the safety equipment that, the athletic programs use. And we've done this the same, well, I think they've done this long before I was here, but we have to have a board resolution in order to do this transfer. It's an annual thing.
Any questions on that? Can you get a motion to approve?
Jennifer?
Second.
Lori?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next, we have approval of the First Amendment to contract for transfer of state funding with the GHAEA.
This basically is that there was new legislation this year, and usually you get funding twice a year.
10 months of the year, now it's gonna be quarterly.
And now it's gonna be quarterly, but we had already signed the AEA agreement with them, so now we just have to amend and say we're gonna get our money quarterly. That's just simply all this is, really.
We wanna do that, because otherwise we have to pay them more often than we get.
Yeah, yeah. So the key was, and the state was trying to help everybody out, so it's easier, and everybody's getting money a little quicker and can pay their bills a little more timely.
Getting money quicker from the state, we should probably vote yes.
I know. Yeah.
Any other questions on that? Get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay. Now, we come to the policy review schedule, first reading.
Sorry. Sorry, guys.
Policy dump has occurred. They really weren't that bad.
No.
I tried to give you a heads up when so
I
we.
mean, I did not bring my blurbs that I gave you,
I
but
Blurbs.
most of it was in response to legislative action. There was a couple of them, they were cleaning up the language, and there was a third reason, but I don't remember it right off the top of my head. I have to see my sheets. But almost all of it was legislative action and to clean up some language. And I think one was in response to something they passed in regards to the investment policies,
The ice jet, yes.
the ice jet. So it had to be clearer.
Clarify the investment procedures in
Yes,
response
that's
to
it,
past legislation.
that's the one I'm talking
Yeah, when I looked through them, it all kind of made sense, so the common sense things, and the language changes, or the cleanups, if you call them, whatever they seem to be good. The wills and shalls and all that, so.
Yeah.
I thought I didn't see anything.
Any other questions on the first reading? Get a motion to approve?
So moved.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Second reading. Oh, sorry, policy review schedule, second reading. Don't remember a whole
I
lot
think
of
we had issues last time, so I didn't.
Anyone have any questions on the second reading? Get a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Consent agenda. Any questions on the consent agenda? Don't see much there either.
Kind of quiet month.
I
Next
get a
month
motion
is
to
bigger.
approve the consent agenda.
Sure.
She's the only one that's making eye contact.
Yeah,
Catherine's staring you down. in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right.
Who's gonna adjourn today?
Oh, yeah, how are we gonna do that?
We'll just sit here till next month.
One, before you adjourn, one comment. There will be a financial report provided in July, which would be the May, but then we won't have one for a couple of months because we'll be in the middle of the audit season. Just want to make sure you're aware of that.
And this is Brian's last official board meeting, so we're very.
Sounds like you'd be around a little bit.
He'll be around, he's gonna
I'll
help
just come
us.
as a spectator.
And Ashley's here to take over, so ready to go.
We get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Lord?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? 20.
Should we text Roger right now? You want me to text him?
Take a picture,
I'm just kidding.
screenshot your
I could
phone.
actually hear Jennifer seconds and stuff.
Like sitting by Jennifer?
Oh, it's by seconds too, because it already flipped to 21.
So what was his?